I wanted to get back to the MUCAR 632 scanner. Right now you can see it's doing a software update. And I didn't realize there was a maintenance function in here where I actually could put the diagnostic tool on Wi-Fi. And once I did that, I went to look at the software, and it's going to be upgrading this to a current version of software. It's a 62 meg file. I'm going from 1.02, which is on here, to 1.08. So we'll see what that does as far as recognizing the VIN in the vehicle. There was also a section for specific cars, like Honda and Acura, and I actually upgraded that as well to the latest version. Now, maybe that'll do something, maybe it won't, but I've never had a scan tool before that seems so easy to upgrade and goes right on Wi-Fi. And now it says app installation may take a long time, but obviously it didn't, and it's booting already. And there's a power button on the top here that you actually press, hold it, and it'll power this up without being plugged into the ODBC port, okay? Now, just doing its thing here. Now what I did was I had gone into upgrade, and there's vehicle diagnostic software for each vehicle, all kinds of vehicles here. So what I went down is I went down and I looked for Honda. Which is now not in here anymore, but it was. So I'm assuming by downloading that, it married the appropriate software internal to this. So maybe that was yesterday's problem. I'm not going to put any more software in here because I don't need it. But if I hit upgrade right now, it would try to upgrade every vehicle in here, and that would not be right. Now, I had the vehicle diagnostic software. And this does a lot of different things. Has a maintenance function where you can bleed your ABS brakes. It pumps the brakes for you. That's pretty cool. Resets your diesel fuel additive. Has an airbag reset tool. Battery matching. You can register your battery after you replace it. Brake pad reset. So what will happen is it'll communicate with the caliper and open them up all the way, withdraw the piston so you won't have trouble putting new brakes on. Again, diesel fuel additive. It has an EGR adaptation. It learns your EGR after it's being cleaned, which is a good function. Rather than just driving, it puts it in that mode. It has a throttle control. You can initialize your throttles if you want. It learns your gears and of your crank position sensor. Now it says, help complete the gearbox self-learning to improve gear shifting quality. I'm sure that has to do with your transmission control module. You can even do your anti-theft key matching here. I don't know how that works, but it seems pretty cool. And injector coding. Write the new injector code into the car system for correct cylinder injection quantity. Oil reset, it'll do your oil reset for you. Steering angle reset, I'm not sure exactly what this is. Oh, reset the steering angle to 0 to keep the car running straight. I didn't know that was a thing you could do. TPMS reset the tire pressure. Oh, this is a TPMS reset tool. That's pretty cool. I can see it's still talking to the internet right here. So it's doing something. We're talking to the internet at 800K per second, 500K per second. So about a half a meg. And that's it. That's what it does. Click the sorting button. Or you can move them around if you want to. But those are all the maintenance functions here, like I just told you, right? It's pretty cool. There's a lot of functions on here I didn't realize. So at this point here, I'm going to go down to my car after we've upgraded our software, upgraded the Honda software. Let's go down and plug it in and see if we have any better results than we had yesterday. Stay tuned. All right, we're back in the car. I don't have it turned on, but let's see if we can do the auto VIN today after these upgrades that we did. Auto search. See if the VIN scan will work today. I may have to have the car turned on for this. I'm not sure yet. Let's quit out of this. And let's auto search. I'm going to turn the car on. Okay, so the car is on. All right, let's see if we can auto search this now. I see, still gets an error. Still gets an error. Coverage list. No, that's TPMS. I wonder if there's any codes. I wonder if this will find any codes in the car. Tell me there's no codes. I had to take a call from my 1-year-old granddaughter, so I had to drop off for a second. But anyway, we were trying the VIN scan, and for some reason, we can't get it to work. I'm not exactly sure why. But it looks to me also, which is interesting, is when this is actually plugged into the OBD2 port, it actually looks like it's charging. You can see right there, real close. Looks like it's charging. So it is plugged in, but just can't communicate. I think yesterday we tried to see if there's any ODB codes in here, but I don't think we got anywhere. Let's see if we get anywhere today after updating the software. Oh, doing something. Oh, there's the vehicle ID. There's my VIN. So that update did do something. It just won't auto scan it. So it knows that the vehicle is ready. There's no indicator lights. It's ready in case it throws a code. Now let's see, ignition spark. I don't think so. It's electric. It's an EV. Oh, it says down here, okay, EODB, OBD2. So that must be an electric OBD, onboard diagnostics. So let's do an enter here and see what happens. And I don't want to exit. I'm still learning this tool, by the way. I don't want to exit. Now, is there anything in here we can get? So it looks like it's communicating with the vehicle now. I see like drive motor control. Misfire, obviously it's not supported. Certain things are not going to be supported in here. because it's an electric vehicle. So that makes sense. So it sees a lot of things there. Read live data, read freeze frame, read fault code. There's not going to be no fault codes in here. Let's see. Honda. No fault codes. So it looks like this ends up being a win no matter what. It's still on Wi-Fi, it's still communicating. I don't know if there's anything else I can really show you right now. Not so sure. Boy, I wish the VIN, there's my VIN right here. Wish I could copy and paste it, but. So it reads the VIN, it just won't auto-read the VIN. But let's go see it now if it's actually going to end the diagnostics. I'm going to come back into the VIN number again and see if it'll find it this time. It knows where it is. But I was kind of hoping that it would. Yeah, see, it's got an error. I was just hoping it would read it and fill it in automatically. But double thumbs up. I want to thank the people from MUCAR. Again, this is the MUCAR 632. And I just want to say, if you're looking for a diagnostic scanner for your newer vehicle, don't hesitate, because I did have some doubts about this initially. So let's go back in here. There's a lot of things that happen. Auto search, diagnose, ODB, history, reporting, feedback. It's got AI. It's got a maintenance list like I showed you. Vehicle diagnostics. Settings, that's where I turned on my Wi-Fi. Remote assistance. Online service. Settings. Like I did my software update to version 1.08. That's pretty cool. A lot of good stuff in here. You can set your email, your Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi is set. User. Universal. You can change settings. You do maintenance, firmware fix. Device firmware upgrade. I don't think this car can do any firmware. Device firmware fix. That looks like something that could get me in trouble. And then about device info. Tells me everything about it, the software version, the system version, the Mac, Bluetooth capacity, system update, current version. I'm going to check the version and see what it's going to say. New version. I just downloaded a new version. Maybe it's one of those things where you got to upgrade a version and then it tells you to upgrade to another version because it has to put certain things in place. As booting. Installing system update. You can kind of see me in the screen here. What I do is I have what I call my MoCam. I do mowing. When I mow my lawn, I put this thing around my neck that has a magnetic connector for my phone. It's pretty cool. I'm going to pause this until it finishes up. All right. Finished our update, and it's rebooting. I left the car on while I did that. MUCAR. I'd like to see the auto VIN work. We did see it in the diagnostics when we ran OBD2. It could find it. It knew it was an electric vehicle, and it saw the VIN number. But I just hope there's no reason why this shouldn't be able to go out and scan it and pull it. Maybe the software will make a difference. New diagnostic software has been detected. Do you want to download it now? I thought we just did that. Oh. Let's take a look now. Let's see if we can find Honda in here. I don't see Honda in here. It was there before, unless it's at the bottom of the list now. Oh, there it is, Honda Acura. It says latest version. Most of these say latest version. All this stuff wants to be upgraded. I'm not going to upgrade all this software. That'd be crazy. So, in this point here, let's go back and see if we can actually pull the VIN. Come on, VIN scan. Do your thing. Nope. Oh, so the VIN scan is a no-go on this for some reason. But everything else is working just fine. So thanks to MUCAR for sending this out. I will be using this in videos going forward. God bless. Everybody have a great day and even better summer. Thank you.